See how this plays out? Let's meet our two characters in this story. On one side, we've got exporter Elena. She makes these specialized machinery parts. And on the other side, we have importer Ivan. He runs a factory and he needs a really steady supply of those parts. So they agree on a deal for 3 separate shipments, delivered once a month. And to make sure Elena gets paid, the whole thing is backed by a letter of credit from a bank.
Now here's how it's all supposed to work. The perfect plan. In January, Elena ships the first batch. She shows the bank the right paperwork, and bam, she gets paid. Then February comes, same thing. March, same thing. You get the picture. When it works, it's this beautifully simple, predictable, and super secure process for both of them.
But you knew it was coming. Here comes the twist. Maybe there was a supplier delay, maybe a problem at customs, or just simple human error. The reason doesn't even matter. All that matters is that suddenly one of those critical deadlines is missed, and that one little slip-up is about to unravel everything.
This is where we meet the star of our show, or maybe the villain, depending on your perspective. Article 32 of the UCP600. Now, the UCP is basically the official rule book for letters of credit, used by banks and traders all over the world. And let me tell you, Article 32 is one of its most famously unforgiving clauses.
Let's just look at the actual legal language here, because it's important. It says, the credit ceases to be available for that and any subsequent installment. Those words are so absolute. It doesn't say it might stop or the bank can choose to cancel it. No, it says it ceases. It's like an automatic kill switch. Done.
So what does all that legalese mean in plain English? It's simple, and it's brutal. If you miss the deadline for just one of your shipments, the bank's promise to pay you is gone. And not just for the shipment you missed, it's gone for every single shipment scheduled after it. That entire financial safety net for the rest of the deal, poof, it just disappears.
It's a true domino effect. Let's watch exactly how it all falls apart for Elena and Ivan.
And here's that brutal logic in action. So, January's shipment goes perfectly, checkmark. But then February comes, and for whatever reason, Elena misses the deadline. That's it. That is the trigger. The bank's legal obligation to pay for the March shipment is now automatically void. The credit is no longer available. The deal is, for all intents and purposes, dead.
So, the letter of credit might be canceled on paper, but the real-world consequences, they're just getting started. This is way more than a paperwork problem. It has a very real and very expensive impact on both our exporter, Elena, and our importer, Ivan.
So you gotta ask, who really loses here? And the answer is pretty much everyone. Think about Elena. She might have already manufactured all the parts for that March shipment. Now she's stuck with all this inventory she can't easily sell, and there's no guaranteed payment coming. And what about Ivan? His factory's production line is about to grind to a halt because he isn't getting his final shipment of parts. His entire business plan is totally disrupted. It is a lose-lose situation all around.
Okay, so after watching this entire deal just completely implode, there is one lesson, one golden rule that anyone involved in international trade just has to burn into their memory when they're dealing with these installment-based shipments.
It all boils down to this one simple, powerful mantra. Use it or lose it. Each shipment period is a non-negotiable window of opportunity. If you fail to use that window to ship your goods and get your payment, that window doesn't just close, it slams shut. And it takes every future window down with it.
And this leaves us with one last really fascinating question. You're probably thinking, a rule this harsh seems almost unfair. And you're not wrong. But why does it exist? What kind of bigger chaos is a rule like this designed to prevent? Well, try to see it from the bank's perspective. Without this rule, they could be on the hook financially for months, maybe even years, just waiting around for unpredictable shipments. Article 32 forces clarity, it forces discipline, and it creates predictability. So while it is a really tough pill to swallow when things go wrong, it's also a critical pillar that brings some much-needed order to the incredibly complex world of global trade. So what do you think? Is the stability it creates worth the occasional harsh outcome?